tu l'avais voulu, peut-être une de nous. Oh, je n'en eût aimé te servir à genoux dans nos huttes toujours ouvertes. Elle fait en berçant ton sommeil de ses chants pour chasser de ton front les moucherons méchants. Un éventail de feuilles vertes. Si tu ne reviens pas, songe un peu quelquefois aux filles du désert, sœurs à la douce voix, qui dansent pieds nus sur la dune. Ô beau jeune blanc, bel oiseau passager, souviens-toi, car peut-être au rapide étranger, ton souvenir resta plus d'une. Hélas, adieu, bel étranger, hélas, adieu, The last time I did the cultural appropriation of the exoticism was indeed for Scheherazade. Link
Yeah, I can't even forget.
there
If you
because
like this,
not
you might
enough
like
people
that.
have watched that one, and he did a darn good job.
I mean, if it wasn't in a living room, people would say, "Oh, marvelous!"
Marvelous,
it's
but it
just
was in a
'cause
living room.
They just think that's got to be
With
rubbish.
a Casio. Well, this is appropriately for Jeff and Andy, and the Scheherazade was for Jeff and Andy.
But now,
In fact,
but you can't just say, "Oh, Jeff and Andy only like exoticism from the period of
they like all
1860 to
sorts of
1920."
things. Muskrat love. I mean, you name it. Some
They don't
interesting
judge.
stuff. Some
Now,
interesting.
It's funny that I've requested so many songs because that's the sort of audience members that we search for. People who don't say, "Oh, if it's not so and so." People who are very open to music in its larger, wider form, and they just take the song as it is,
Yep.
and don't worry too much where it came from.
Notably, though, this was my choice. This was so generous. Jeff and Andy. Jeff decided. He said that last year, Christmas time, they requested one Carpenters and one French song, and I said, was that like a gift for us, because I really love French song and he really loves the Carpenters? And I don't know whether the answer was yes. I can't remember, because of course all your requests
sure.
are gifts to us, but that was I thought that was a personalized gift. And he said, well, this year choose any Carpenters, Matt, and he's done so, and choose any French song for me. So I chose this one, the Adieux de l'hôtesse Arabe, the farewells of the Arab hostess. The poem by Victor Hugo. Victor Hugo, he wrote this. And, you know, Les Miserables.
It ain't that, but it's good.
And the farewell of the Arab hostess. And the music is by Bizet.
Let's take a thumbnail. Ready?
Oh, yes. Shall I look as exotic as possible? And Bizet, he wrote it in 1866. He set it in 1866. And then Carmen happened at least 10 years later, 9 years later.
Oh my God, the
So
similarities
this is before
between
Carmen.
this and Carmen.
But I really like
similarities
it.
between this and many of his other compositions.
I love the instruction is andantino melancolico.
That's fine.
Melancolico. Now I can't quite figure out whether the Arab hostess is putting on a show or if she genuinely doesn't want him to leave. Because I have a feeling that it's probably custom to go like, oh, don't go. And in fact, to sing this incredible song and to say this incredible poem, oh, you must stay. You must stay for this and you must stay for... I'll put a link, not a link, I'll put
the text.
The text in the description. But you can look it up. You can look it up. You're on the internet, so, there it is somewhere. I did this on my album, my first ever album, 2002. I, believe it or not, I have copies still of that album. It is well and truly out of print.
So if this YouTube stuff for you is all a bit newfangled and you want a good old-fashioned CD...
I would say it's worth getting for a couple of reasons. One, the label has not seen fit to put it on the internet, so you can't get it on Spotify, you can't get it on YouTube. If you went Patricia Hammond, Adieux de l'Hôtesse Arabe, you won't find it. So that you can't get it anywhere. And the other thing is, I insisted when the label did it, Belleville label, that they put in full texts and translations, which I commissioned somebody to do. So it's unique translations specifically for the album. He was a lovely man. He was in the British consul in Paris. Wonderful man, John Sidgwick. And and a calligrapher and all sorts of things, violinist. Anyway, he translated them for me, and it's a 16-page booklet. So you've got all of these, you've got all the text and translation. When do you get that? So it's a really good, and it's £10. It's a really good deal. So yeah, link. I'll put the top link so that you can actually see it in the description.
The links are there every time,
how
though.
to get it.
Including if you want to make a request.
There aren't that many copies.
To living room requests, you need to go to patriciahammond.com/requests or click on the
Oh, no,
QR...
you're not going to do that QR code thing again. I'm malarkey.
Oh, hang on. Something's happened here. I'm going to go down... Well, that's not responding. So I'm going to go down there and do it.
Let's see. Let's hope this recorded. His thing's been acting up lately.
Don't worry about that.
Don't stop it. Don't stop it. We don't want to edit this. We do this direct to disc.
There's the QR code, people.
Direct to disc. Oh, bloody
Enjoy
hell.
that.
Oh, there we
Trisha
go.
loves them.
I hate them. I think they're ugly things. I mean, at least make them look like 1910s. Like, at least make them look like First World War dazzle paint. They're almost there.
Right, you can say goodbye.
I can say, he's going to have to do it from down there. The remote control is not working, but at least we got it.
Follow you on Instagram and go to... What's it called?
He's telling me what to say. Okay, Patreon. But I just wanted to say this one thing.
Yeah.
Even though I've recorded it, I wanted to do it again because I'm closer now to the age of an Arab hostess. I thought that my... you be the judge. If you have the record... compare it, because I thought that I really wanted to do it again. I wanted to have a second chance. There's so many French songs that I've not recorded and that I'd love to do. So it was either one or the other, but I thought overall, I wanted to do this one again. So thank you so much, Jeff and Andy. And I'm going to do it again. Right there is going to be linked the Scheherazade, where I look even more ridiculous than today. No, that's hard to say. I really like this. I got it in Southall. It was marked down. Because it's old-fashioned. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. See you
That's
later.
his hand.
That's my hand over its